Okay, in the previous class we learned about the lenses. What is lens? How many surfaces a lens contains? And what is focal point? What is focal length? And how the image is forming on the concave lens? How the image forms on the convex lens? And how it will be forms on the lens. Okay, and here we are going to learn about the behavior of certain light rays when they are incident on a lens. Behavior, what is the behavior of a light ray? In the previous class we learned parallel beam of light. When the parallel beam of light falls on the lens, what is happened? We have learned. And now we are going to learn about the light ray. We have already discussed in the mirrors. We have already discussed in the mirrors how the image is formed, how the light ray is deviating, when the light ray is passing through the center of curvature, when the light ray is going along the principal axis, when the light ray is going through the focal point. And here also same, but here we are going to learn on the lens, not on the mirror. Okay, behavior of these certain light rays when they are incident on a lens. The behavior of a light ray when it passes through a lens can be understood by observing its behavior in the following situations. Note, the points C1 and C2 are not center of curvatures. They are the points at 2f distances from the center. Situation 1. A ray passing along the principal axis. Any ray passing along the principal axis is undeviated. Here we are going to draw the pictures from the convex lens and concave lens. First, what is the symbol for convex lens? This one is the symbol for convex lens. And what is the first situation here? What is the first situation? Ray passing along the principal axis. And what is the principal axis? This is the optic center, and this one is the principal axis. This one is the principal axis. If any light ray is passing through the principal axis, so what we have learned in the mirrors lesson, so if any light ray is passing through the hole of the mirror, it is undeviated. Here also the light ray will be undeviated. Here this one is the C1 and this one is point F1 and this one is F2 and this one is C2. Okay, this is the situation 1 for the convex lens, and another light ray we have to draw for concave lens. What will happen? What will happen for the concave lens? We have to draw. And what is the situation? This is the optic center. What is the situation? First situation here, a light ray which is passing through the principal axis. This is the light ray passing through the principal axis, and this one will be the center of curvature C2, and this one will be the focal point F2. This one will be the center of focal point F1, and this one will be the center of curvature C2. The light ray which is going along the principal axis, it will not be deviated. And situation 2, ray passing through the optic center. Situation 2, ray passing through the optic center. Any ray passing through the optic center is also undeviated. And here in the first situation, this is the first situation. Both are the first situation. This is the convex lens. This is for the convex lens, and this is for the concave lens. In the both cases, the light ray is not deviated. And here we are going to draw another ray diagram. Another ray diagram, that is first for the convex lens. For the convex lens, and this is the optic center, and draw the principal axis. And this is the center of curvature C2, and this one is the center of focal point F2. This one is focal point F1, and this one is center of curvature C2. Any light ray is going through the optic center, not along the principal axis. Any light ray is going through the optic center. And we have already learned in the previous classes, if any light ray is going through the center hole of the mirror is undeviated. And here also the light ray which is going through the optic center is also undeviated. And we have to draw another ray diagram for the, and this is the principal axis, and this one is the concave lens, and this one is the principal axis, this one is center of curvature C2, this one is focal point F2, and this point is focal point F1, this point is center of curvature C1. And here what is the situation? If any light ray is going through the optic center, we know about that. If any light ray is going through the optic center, it is always undeviated, and this is the light ray, the light ray which is going through the optic center for convex lens, and the light ray which is going through the optic center for concave lens. In the both cases, the light ray is undeviated, and this is for first case, and this one is for second case. And next one, situation 3, ray traveling parallel to the principal axis. We know that the rays passing parallel to the principal axis converge at the focus or appears to diverge from the focus. If we allow the light ray to pass to the focus, which the path does it take? Okay. Second situation is rays travel parallel to the principal axis. Rays we have already discussed in the first introduction of the lens, and this is the convex lens, and rays is the convex lens. This is the optic center P, and this one will be the focal. This one will be the principal axis, and this one will be the center of curvature C2. This one focal point F2, and this point is focal point F1. This point is center of curvature C1. The light rays, parallel light rays, the parallel light rays going parallel to the principal axis, and what will happen? These are the parallel light rays, and after incidence on the lens, it is going to be converged at focal point. Going to be converged at focal point for the convex lens. Going to be converged at the focal point for the convex lens. And draw another ray diagram for the concave lens. And we are taking a concave lens, and the parallel light rays. And the parallel light rays are going, and this one is the principal axis. Parallel light rays are going parallel to the principal axis, and we have already learned in the previous class. And what may happen for the concave lens? If parallel light rays are going parallel to the principal axis, they will be diverges. They will be diverges away from the principal axis. And this is the picture for that. And if we extend these refracted rays towards the principal axis, they will meet at one point. And this one will be the focal point of the lens, and this one will be the center of curvature, and this one will be the focal point of the lens, and this one also will be the center of curvature C1. These are the two diagrams. This is for the concave lens, and this one is situation 2, and this is situation 1. Okay, one is belongs to the convex lens, and second figure 2 is belongs to the concave lens. And next situation 4, ray passing through the focus. Ray passing through the focus. Light rays obey the principle of lens of least time. Hence, the ray passing through the focus will take path parallel to the principal axis after refraction. Light rays obey the principle of least time. Every time the light rays are obey the rules of the principles of the light rays. And here, if the light rays are going through the focal point, we have already learned in the mirror lesson, mirror formula. If the light rays, any light ray is going through the focal point after incident on the mirror, it is reflected back parallel to the principal axis. And here also same thing will be happen. First take a convex lens, and this one is the optic center of the lens. This one is the optic center, and this one is the principal axis and focal point. This one will be the focal point F2, and this one will be the center of curvature C2, and this one will be the focal point F1, and this is the center of curvature C2. The light rays going through the focal point, what will happen? The light rays going through the focal point, what will happen? Let us find out. And after incident on the lens, the light rays are going parallel to the principal axis. The light rays are going parallel to the principal axis. If any light rays going from the focal point after incident on the convex lens, they will be passes parallel to the principal axis. Another ray diagram we have to draw, that is for the concave lens. That is for the convex lens, and draw a convex lens. Draw a convex lens, and the parallel beam of this one will be the principal axis. This one will be the principal axis, and this one will be the center of curvature C2. This one focal point F2, and this one center of focal point F1. This one center of curvature C1. And here, what is the different thing here? The light rays are going through the focal point. Actually, here we have done, because if the parallel light rays falls on the convex lens, they will be converged at one point. But here in the convex lens, the light rays will not converge at focal point. Okay, is it clear? So we are taking first. If any light rays are going through the focal point, and what are these light rays? Okay, and they will be refracted. Towards parallel to the principal axis. Refracted back towards the parallel to the principal axis, and this one will be the refracted rays, and these are the original light rays. Coming from the focal point. These are the original light rays, we can think, coming from the focal point. And if we extend these light rays, they will meet at point F, focal point F. These are the pictures we are drawn. First, in the first case, if any light ray is going along the principal axis for convex lens and convex lens, and second situation, if any light ray is going through the optical center for convex lens and concave lens, in the both cases the light ray will not deviate. The light ray is not deviated here. And in the third case, this is the third case, if any light ray is passes through parallel to the principal axis, after incident on the lens, they will meet at one point on the principal axis. This will be the focal point for the convex lens, and here in the concave lens, they will be diverged away. If we extend this light ray, they will meet at point focal point. And here in the fourth situation, if any light rays are going from the focal point of the lens, after focal point of the lens, and after incident on the lens, they will pass parallel to the principal axis. And here also for the concave lens, the parallel light rays, the light rays which is coming from the focal point, they will parallel to the principal axis. Another situation we have here, what happens when parallel light rays of light fall on lens making some angle with principal axis. Let us observe the following figures. So next one, what happens when parallel rays of light fall on a lens making some angle with the principal axis? Until now we have discussed the light rays which are going parallel to the principal axis, or which are going through the focal point, which are going through the optic center. But here again we are taking parallel light rays. So first take a convex lens. What is happening here? And this one is the optic center, this one is the principal axis, this one is center of curvature C2, and this one is center of focal point F2, and this one is focal point F1, this one center of curvature C1. In the four cases we have learned something. The light ray is going along the principal axis, and the light ray is going through the optic center. When the light rays are going parallel to the principal axis, we have discussed. But here, if the parallel light rays are going with making some angle with the principal axis, what will happen? Let us see. So first, This is the first light ray we are taking, and these are the parallel light rays. These are the parallel light rays incident on the. These are the parallel light rays incident. These are the parallel light rays which are making some angle with the principal axis. So we know about that. If any parallel light ray incident on the convex lens, they will be converged to at one point, and we don't know where they will be converged, and we can find out easily by remembering the light ray rules. If any light ray is going through the optic center, it is going without deviation. So this light ray will be straight line. This light ray will be straight line. This light ray will be straight line, and we can identify. And these light rays will be diverges. These light rays will be refracted, and they are converging at one point. They are converging at one point, and this one is the F1, focal point F1, and they are meeting at one point. This line is called focal plane. This is for the convex lens. And the next situation for the concave lens. What will happen for the concave lens? First, take a concave lens. Take a concave lens, and this one is the optic center P. This one is the optic center P. This one is the principal axis, and the light rays coming. First light ray is going through the optic center, taking, and this one is very easy to take. This one is very easy to take, and because it is not deviated, and this is the second light ray, and this is the another light ray, and this is another light ray, and this is another light ray. And we know about that. If any light ray incident on the, if any parallel light ray incident on parallel beam of light incident on the concave lens, they will be diverges. They will be diverges. We know about that. They will be diverges. They will be diverges. And if we extend these light rays, they will meet at one point. If we extend these light rays, they will meet at one point on the principal, on the main line. This is the first light ray, and this one is the refracted ray, and this one is the refracted ray. Another refracted ray. Okay, this is the point. If the refracted rays will be meet, and this one is the focal plane. This one is the focal plane, and this one will be the focal point F2. This one will be the center of curvature C2, and this one will be the focal point F1, and this one will be the center of curvature C2. And we have to remember one thing here: each and every time here in the mirrors. In the mirrors, for concave mirror, the parallel beam of light converges at one point on the principal axis. For a concave mirror, convex mirror, the parallel beam of light diverges from the principal axis. And here, in the convex lens, they will be converges at one point, and here, in the concave lens, they will be diverges in the different directions. If we extend the refracted light, they will meet at one point, which will be the image point position of the light rays for the concave lens. And next one, when parallel rays making an angle with principal axis fall on the lens, the rays converge at a point or appear to diverge from a point lying on the focal plane. Focal plane is the plane perpendicular to the principal axis at the focus. Focal plane means the perpendicular to the principal axis. It is always perpendicular to the principal axis. This line perpendicular to the principal axis, and this is also perpendicular to the principal axis. That is the focal plane. Next one is rules to draw ray diagrams for the image formation by lens. And each and every time we have to follow some rules to draw the ray diagrams for mirrors and also for the lenses. Let us learn a few basic rules to draw ray diagrams to locate the position of the images. So, how many light rays we have to draw to get a image? We have already learned in the previous lesson. That is, how many light rays we have? We need to draw image. We need to get the image point means 2 light rays. And here also same. For drawing a ray diagram to find the position and size of the image formed by lens for any position of object on the principal axis, you need to follow the rules mentioned below. What are those rules? And we have to learn. Select a point on the object, place that point on the principal axis. First, we have to select where we have to keep the object, either in infinite distance or beyond the center of curvature, or on the center of curvature, or on between the focal point and center of curvature, or on the focal point, or between the focal point and optic center, We have to first choose the position of the object where we need to keep. Second one, draw two rays that we chosen by you from rays mentioned in the situations 1 to 4. And we have learned 4 situations. What is the 4 situations? First, the light ray is going along the principal axis, and second one is the light ray is going along the principal axis, and third one is light ray is going through the optic center, and the next one is, what is the 4th situation? The light ray is going through the focal point, and from these 4 situations we have to choose any 2 light rays to get the image point. Extend the both rays to intersect at point. This point gives the position of the object. And here, what is the reason for this point means, here in this situation for the convex lens, the light rays are intersecting at one point. There is no problem about the convex lens, but here if you come to the concave lens, the light rays are diverging with the different ways. So we need to extend these refracted rays to intersect at one point at any way, and thus will be the image point. Draw a normal from the point of intersection from the principal axis. So where the light rays are intersecting with each other, and draw a normal line from the principal axis towards the intersecting point, and length of this normal depends the size of the image, and this length of the normal line will give the size of the image. Observe the following. Okay, and these are the lenses and behavior of the certain light rays while it is going through the principal axis, going parallel to the principal axis, going through the focal point, going through the optic center, how it behaves. And the next topic is, and we need to keep the object, where we keep the object, and if you keep the object here, where we get the image in infinite distance. If you keep the object at center of curvature, where you will get the image. If you keep the object between the focal point and center of curvature, where you will get the image. If you keep the object on the focal point, where you will get the image. And if you keep the object between the optic center and focal point, where you will get the image. And let us discuss in the next class.